Hello and welcome to the Hydra versus the Card Sharks at Hydra's Stadium. Here's an introductory GOAT video. I am Lewis and I'm here with Perrin, and this cast is probably going to be pretty much the exact length of the match because I'm trying to do something.
Hi everyone.
I promise the video is almost done and then we can talk about the match itself. But it's important to plug the Billy Goats to legitimize them.
Of course, of course.
Alright, looks like we got 2 minutes until the match goes. And I think this is the first we've seen of Leighton on the Card Sharks, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't think he's been fielded yet this season. He did play last season for the Stars.
That doesn't count.
I guess.
All I
Anyway, it
know,
looks like they'll probably go for a destruction strategy into Grendel Slam.
yeah, having a transmuter on the field that's spike damage plus dispel, which does seem like it's a good idea for dealing with Grendel. But on the part of me that dueled Leighton about 6 months ago, and he brought a horse to the duel and was riding it when we started, wants to see him get smashed in the face and die really quickly.
That seems pretty lame, especially when he's fighting a Kender. Also that.
Well, I was an armsman at the time, so I was able to yank him off of it, but I didn't have yank practiced at the time.
Oh, okay. But still, I mean, by the time you yank, if they're any good, they should be back on it. Anyway, the match starts in half a minute now.
Yeah, it looks like pretty much the Hydra A team. Obviously Perrin is switched out for letters there, and that's
Just call
probably
him Dempsey backwards. You've
I
already been
I
calling
know,
him
I
that.
know, but yeah, it's nice to see Shukenja on the field for Hydra. They're pretty much, aside from Brutes, who have a slew of problems this year, are pretty much the only team that don't solely rely on a Shukenja almost every match. And the Egg Golem seems to be geared rather quickly.
Tercel rakes Rekla.
I did not know Tearcell had Rake. I knew as Harry had it.
every um
Yeah,
every
all
scald
the
has
all the
rake.
ACFL scalds, yeah. I'm surprised we haven't seen any sort of really opening fight yet. Everybody seems to be running around. Well, I guess everybody's gearing elementals and golems and stuff like that.
Hmm.
I want to see a geared spirit. There's no excuse. You got plenty of time. Two geared spirits, as Harry and Tearcell are out there. I don't know how that Yanluo is in yellow already.
It doesn't have that much health, for sure.
It looks like Hydra's running around the red side and Card Sharks are running around the blue side. And not a whole lot is
Right
going on.
now, looks like yeah, they're just round.
Everybody's trying to position better than the other team, and as a result, nobody's finding each other. There we go. The kick spam, I'm guessing, hits Grendel to start a fight.
Holy Smite lands on Leiden, and yeah, you can see the dispelling of protections going out.
That's definitely underrated because in ACFL spam, you really don't see that happening, and it's not like you're checking your spells every 2 seconds.
Yeah, those hits on Grendel hitting Renthos for pretty hard now.
Protections are also one of those spells that you're not likely to put on like a beep trigger or a sound trigger like you would a haste or a sanctuary to alert you.
Although although it's pretty strong itself.
Oh, what's that? Oh yeah, the protection. It's just not one of, unless you get
Yeah.
dispelled. You generally don't lose your protection in most fights. It's just that one specific spell that'll take it off, and you don't face it a lot in field PK.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody seems to be running around again. Luckily, there are no aerial or minotaurs on the field to be using up all their moves, except for the minotaur on the
Mm-hmm.
field there, who could use that move to be goring.
Lighten looks like he's being focused down pretty well.
Yeah,
It doesn't seem like Lighten's with his group either.
it
He's
definitely
just
seems to
out
be
on his own.
a winning strategy against the Shallan SD Elf. They are squishy as hell.
Yeah, but I mean, like he's on his own. Like Grendel and them aren't rescuing him, or everyone's just auto sissing onto them. No one's blinding them to prevent them from chasing.
Right.
Like Grendel, Slan, and Tercel are just sitting in the red flag room.
So yeah, I guess I don't.
There
Yeah,
comes the
there goes
toast.
Leighton. So I guess they're just protecting their, flag from a cap and sacrificing him, I suppose.
Yeah, that I guess they're just not good communications between them.
Yep, and here comes a red round onto Grendel. I mean, it hurts, but he's still a troll,
They
and he
didn't
does
play any
resync.
they didn't play any clericals this match, and also if they land a fasting on Grendel, Grendel is pretty done. Because if he cleanses, he'll have to be spelled up by his teammates, which won't really happen as well.
And the elemental disarms Grendel.
Elemental is strong. Did you see if they geared the elemental?
The elemental was geared, yes.
Okay, so we have the egg golem geared and then the elemental geared.
I don't know what a max strength on an elemental is on an air elemental, but I'm pretty sure it's not reliably disarm troll strength. So that was
It's
some luck
not.
there.
Yeah. Yourself taking some nice rounds from Ether and Rekla. I guess they're focusing him down now. He dips into red. Oh, the power swing onto Yisped.
Yeah, the nice part though was he did power swing a couple of times or once onto a spirit, which took him out for a couple of rounds, which is big when you're talking about a troll barbarian.
Yeah, his damage. Looks like sharks are on the back foot. I would recommend to Hydra to like try capping, I
I
guess.
I just saw Grendel look stronger. I that should be
Cleansing a
uh
weekend probably.
cleansing a weekend, yeah, but it looked like he was in combat at the time. I don't think he can cleanse in combat.
It might be fatigue from spit bind.
That's the other thing I was thinking. I was trying to think of going through my head of what other skills that might have been wearing off.
Rekla mounts up. We should have shots every time his mount dies. It won't die that much because Rekla's good.
I remember in the last match we had, I kept darting Rekla. I switched to him about halfway through because he was staying on the mount reliably.
Yeah,
And yeah, I wasn't. Grush kept having to come behind and kill the mount because Dart is bugged and doesn't show that Rekla was sleeping while he was on the mount. It just showed him in the room.
yeah. Rekla was screaming at us saying to get over there and to spam for you, which doesn't really work. It works because like if I see you dart Rekla, that gives me enough time to go to you and choke you.
Exactly. There's
But
there's 3 rounds of lag there where I'm just a sitting duck.
yeah,
Cones are
but
coming out
but
finally.
but I can't exactly like choke you, prevent you from doing it because um you have to do that first before I can
Yeah,
start
right.
poking you.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Dempsey
If then
is getting really focused here. Those are some big rounds.
but Tercel gets a nice dispel. But no follow up? No follow up. Oh, there's the demolished roundhouse on Tercel.
Yeah, that's. I don't think it's unsanked, but I think that's just wrong protection and a good die roll on Roundhouse.
No, it's unsanked. He got this spell there. And I
It. Oh, it got his sank
haven't
too.
seen him spell up.
I see.
Because he's probably not mana.
Oh, Tirso does go down there. And it looks, there goes
Yeah.
Grendel, and it looks about time for the Hydra to start running
Lagging out.
flags. Yeah, I know you are. I'm not sure about the decision to kill just everybody. As that is 4 card sharks down within a tick of each other. That
Well,
could come back to bite you, but
the issue is probably
yeah, it seems you're lagging quite a bit. But no, I mean it could be
it,
here that that you guys are able to run the flag pretty quickly, which is usually the case for Hydra. But you got to think, having not had the flag at least halfway across the field, card sharks are coming back out, and they are going to be at full health here. Hydra does have plenty of healing on the field, though, to get back up to a reasonable amount. I have to question how much mana Renthos does have left. Ah, yes, and Perrin, as through a tell, just mentioned that they don't have a choker on the field, which makes sense since Perrin is here casting with me, and it was not possible to stop the card sharks from suiciding there.
because I mean they know which room they'll be in, so even if you blind them, it doesn't really matter because you just get into the room and then flash or quaff a stoner, and it forces them to kill you to start capping the flag.
Yep, absolutely. Renthos looks like he's canceling and he's going to kill himself here. And it looks like your lag has cleared up, at least for the moment.
Yeah, that's good. And Rekla's capping the flag while they kill off Renthos. Set it up.
Yeah, I was going to say, even if Renthos had some mana left, it's best to have him dead right now. He's not doing any good on the field as he is.
Mm-hmm.
And this looks like it's going to be 2.5 caps before I think two Hydra or 2 card sharks come out, and then the next tick will be the other 2. I don't know for sure because, like, you know, my prompts are off, but it feels like about the timing of it. And then there should be, I think, 2 ticks on Renthos after that, 2 or 3, depending on the timing.
Yeah, I think the in did Renthos die?
Yeah, Renthos died. I don't know if it was 2 or 3 ticks after Card Shark's side. It felt like around 3. But that means
Yeah,
that Card Shark should have a 2-tick power play if it's a if it was 3 ticks on Renthos before he died.
yeah. Although everyone's back into white on Hydra, so you know they have a lot of healing.
Oh yeah, they got plenty of healing, and they are going to have that third flag about halfway across the field before Card Sharks start coming out at all.
If they decide to go for the third cap, which they probably will.
I think you got to at this point. I mean, you don't have to, obviously, but I think that's the right move to make. Having the flag and your team about to lose makes people make poor decisions or snap judgments that may or may not always work out. And I think, yeah, Rekla probably back at full health here. One of the best tanky flag carriers in the league is going to be
Definitely Rekla. Yeah.
a good target for, two card sharks come out and have to be on the tankiest person on your team. I think is a good plan.
Looks like they're gonna go for another fight before they try to cap another flag.
Yep,
They're
and
just waiting.
Rekla does take a rake, which is going to prevent him from picking up the flag for a little bit here.
Plan came out alone. I don't think I like that. Oh, Grendel's out too now. The mount does go down. Take a shot. I just took a shot of sake.
Ew, gross. That is the one drink that I can't even get it down. Sake.
Hmm.
Slan is already in the red.
Yeah, he came out earlier than his teammates and paid for it.
That rake definitely bought him some time, though. That's rake is what, 4 ticks, 3? It's 3+0 or something
Uh,
like that.
yeah, I think it's 3 ticks. A good thing Grendel can bash mounted people like Rekla. And Tersil does pick up the flag. Looks like they're gonna try to get three in a row.
Slan takes a dispel, but it looks like he just got out of combat. I don't know if that was a cancel or a dispel, but
Do you think it was a panic pickup of Tercel? They feel they have the advantage, so
yeah,
they're going.
I just don't know. It's hard to say because Renthos is going to be out in I think 1 or 2 ticks at this point, so it's going to be back to 4v4, and Hydra's going to be a lot more mobile now. So I don't know if I love
Mhm.
the idea of Tearcell picking up the flag.
Of course, yeah. Lands on a spirit. Poor spirit. He's gone. Oh, Lighten's back out. He was the one that died first, earlier than everyone else.
Yeah. He died way earlier than everybody else. I'm surprised he just came out now.
Hmm.
It's possible he was disconnected or something like that.
It looks like Rento's counter cats.
The only thing I think having Tearcell pick up the flag right when he did was maybe to draw some attention away from Slan, who was probably on the verge of death. Give him
Yeah.
a few minutes to kind of recover and heal up.
Her cell is only 2 rooms, 1 room away from the flag room. But it doesn't matter because Rentos is back up, as long as they don't let Rentos die.
And it seems like that's exactly what's happening right now. Renthos seems to be on his own fighting 3 card sharks. And Rekla does get onto Grendel there.
He did drop down to the red in record time.
Yeah, you got to think Rekla's rake is going to be up soon, and he'll be able to get some rescues off onto Renthos now.
It looks like Churchill is moving the other way now to chase after with them. Or did he? Yeah, he's in the red 10. He moved out of the flag room.
Yeah, I mean at this
And
point, him
Churchill,
standing there is not good for anybody. So he's got to get to the fight, I think.
if they can kill Churchill before Rentos goes down, I think Hydra's in a good standing.
Oh yeah, definitely. And both Tearcell and Renthos are in the red here.
Yeah.
Looks like Hydra's group was broken at some point. Rekla or Renthos does rejoin.
It probably happened when they killed Rentos.
Oh yeah,
The
yeah,
suicide.
yep.
They're probably healing up Renthos. They're gonna top him off and then go back to try to kill Tercel because Hydra has a lot more healing than
Oh yeah, a
uh
ton more. Yeah.
Card Sharks.
Yeah, I think all. Yeah, they've just got the scald. I think that's all they have for healing. And with squishy Shell and SD Elf on the field, plus a couple of, plus the human flag carrier. That spells certain doom, I think, on a long enough timeline for them.
Hmm. Lightning went to go try to chain them down, but he's going to get Holy Smited.
And yep, there it goes. And his protection is gone now too. But he is back in the white. He was, I think, in the red. Yeah, I mean, he might not have been in the red after coming back out. But he does take a roundhouse stun,
Oh
and
wow, look at that damage.
yeah, that's probably going to be the end of him pretty soon here.
I think he'll get away, but they're not looking in good shape because they have to kill Yismed. I mean, they
Yeah,
have to kill Rentos to be able to score.
yeah,
And
yeah.
if they kill anyone else first, they'll be able to get out before they can get 3 points in a row. And what they need to do is kill Rentos first before killing anyone else. Um,
Leighton takes a spit blind, and that is the big difference between Conclave Chain Lightning and Bodrum Conclave Chain Lightning. Simple matter of the Dracolich and the roundhouse stun and the 2,000 extra hit points. Ooh, Renthos does go down,
yeah,
and Card Sharks do score.
that's good for Card Sharks. Card Sharks in a good position right now because Hydra hasn't died yet.
Yeah, and you gotta figure that the Shukenja is gotta be out of mana. Rekla's probably even close, if not out, for healing. So I think they really, really need to take out somebody here. Probably Tier Cell. Leighton, uh, he's probably got a decent amount of mana left in the pool.
Looks like Lighten's down.
Yeah, he does go down, yeah. So it is a 3v3 again, at least.
Mm-hmm.
And was that an unsanked power swing? Just did a green maim to Azeri and then an obliterate to Rekla.
It could be sharp procking because
It could be sharp,
using it trying to.
and it does have a pretty wide range for the die roll to start with.
Seems like Wrath goes through.
Now the question is, without a choker on the field, does Hydra? How long does Hydra want to stay in the fight here without dying? You've got one person down. Dempsey's got to be out of mana. He's definitely low on health. Do you just want to try and do as much damage as possible? Maybe take Tier Cell out in the process of dying, give them a cap and a half, and have Rekla do what he can.
I think
to
they're
slow
trying to
him
rescue
down.
him down.
Yeah.
They're trying to rescue him down, and then they're going to prevent cats. Because Rentos will come out again before anyone else. So if no one dies by the time Rentos comes out, then Card Sharks is just going to get wiped because they won't have much left to go on. And Tercel can't have any more mana left to heal.
Yeah, I think pretty much everybody that's mana reliant on the field right now has got to be just about out.
Yeah, and they're 4 rooms away, so it's looking good as long as your sped doesn't go down. 3 rooms? One room away. If they
I
get this
mean,
one last rescue, it's over.
Rekla is still in the
Yellow,
yellow.
right?
Does he counter cap here? Is that a viable route, or are they just staying the course? I mean, obviously there's only one cap against him right now. They can give up one, but you'd think that
Your sped's on my team.
right.
It's over. Game's over.
Oh,
Hydra was going for the score.
Hydra was going for the score. I was under the impression that it was the other way around. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that
Okay. That changes the whole dynamic of everything I was saying. Um, but yeah, that was a good match. Hydra does win it. And like I said, I'm trying to do something tonight, so I've got to cut this short real fast. Thank you very much for casting with
All
me,
right, take
and
care.
I'll upload to YouTube. Have a great night.